As each of us try to process the effects of COVID-19 on our communities, a lot of us are just really confused. We're looking at our communities and we're thinking, wow, we haven't even been able to engage our communities. We haven't even been able to go to church. We haven't even been able to go to the grocery store without wearing a mask. All of us are in a place of uncertainty because none of us have done this before. There is no one who can lead us through this. Let My People Go exists to empower the local church to fight human trafficking by loving those most vulnerable. But before you think that we just focus on human trafficking, I want you to know what human trafficking is. Human trafficking is the exploitation of vulnerability for commercial gain. What that means is traffickers are like sharks in the water. They sense vulnerability and they know what to do when they find that person who is struggling. They know exactly how to exploit that person and manipulate that person and get that person to do the things that they would never want to do on their own. As we look at life in a pandemic, we realize that those who were vulnerable before are now more vulnerable. Their limitations have been exacerbated. And as we just look at the rising unemployment numbers, we're reminded that those who may have been stable before are now exceedingly vulnerable. And you and I have a choice to make. Will we love our neighbor? What does it look like to love our neighbor? Let My People Go works with the local church to help the church identify, empower, protect, and include their most vulnerable neighbors. We help them to assess the needs of their community. We help them to think through how their church can better serve the most vulnerable population in their community. We help them collaborate with those who are already working to meet these needs, those in law enforcement, those who are working with local social services, those who are working with local nonprofits. We want to help the church have a congregational model as well as a collaborative one. But we firmly believe that unless the gospel of Jesus Christ is your motive, your church will not be able to do this for the long haul. Because what will happen is when you serve people who are hurting, their pain is going to splash up against your pain. Their wounds will rub against your wounds. And it's very easy to want to quit. And what happens is we start a program, we start a ministry, we start a whatever. And now we're doing it, but then something happens. Then we have a traumatic experience and something, we don't want to do it anymore. Well, now there's a chance that we've left our community worse off than we found it. And that's why Let My People Go exists to partner with your church. We want to help your church recognize and respond to the needs around you in a way that lasts for the long haul. Unless the gospel of Jesus Christ is our motive, that He lived, He died, He rose for us. Unless we realize that we don't have to do this work. We already have everything we need in Jesus, but we get to do this work. Unless we understand that, we're not operating from a perspective that's going to lend sustainability to our church in this work. And so, Let My People Go wants to partner with you. We want to partner with your church. We want to help your church create a congregational model, a collaborative one, as well as a gospel motivation that stands the test of time. For you to learn more about the work of Let My People Go, check out our website, lmpgnetwork.org. LMPG, like Let My People Go, network.org. Thank you.